get up. I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bottling this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend that kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can why I ask, can I?
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm fingering.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Begin with a quick throw out left, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They run it with Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow out quickly to Judy. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Jerry Judy, 94 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
His throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. Okay, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Higbee, 29 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The tackle made.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Saints 1st down.
On 1st down, Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints, nothing.
2nd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Jones. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Saints.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Stay with you now. 22,
Now Jones. Going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
6-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He'll take a shot downfield for... That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Come on. 58, right over there, yeah. 65, 58's the mark.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's get off the field, B. Let's get off the field.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming. 70 ranges. 58's the money. 58's the money.
On third down, Burrow. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
Play action. It's Burrow. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got you, son. You're all mine, baby. Cut my team. Mike by 4. I got you. Right there. 54. Right there.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. J.K. Dobbins, 48 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Saints.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, New Orleans.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Carson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mustang 19. 54. Mike 54. Check Mike, check Mike. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Come on. 79 Bronco. Mike 54, Mike 54. Who that? Who that? Right there, 54. Right there.
Now it's Burrow. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
You can't block me. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, G. 69, 58's the model. 58's the model.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. To the air again, Burrow. The toss here completed to Pittman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4.
Right here, right here. 58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Here we go, here we go. 58, boys, 58.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll air this one. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Third down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Chris Carson.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to
Darius Slayton, 46 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
3rd and 4.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
This is Carson. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Chris Carson, the ball.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they and that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jones. Open man is QT, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
Operating from the gun, Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Jones. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Jones, throwing again, airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Jones trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jones to throw on third down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Time to go, night. 58's the money. 58's the money. They can't hang with us.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jerry Jeudy, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds.